Moving to the tragedy that has shocked India, new details coming out in Kolkata and how that fire which killed 91 people could have been prevented. The fire department apparently not only knew of the hazards in the AMRI Hospital, but failed to act in time despite a warning they had given. That news came today as Mamata Banerjee led public events to mourn the victims of the tragedy. This March in the evening in Kolkata, people of the city came out in huge numbers on the streets. There was also an all-faith prayer. The state government also paid homage this morning. The fire department had given the AMRI Hospital 90 days to fix the fire hazards, including alarms. The deadline ended on the 5th of December. They failed to follow up, and 4 days later on the 9th, the tragic fire killed 91 people.
A moving tribute by the state government to all those who died at AMRI. Mamata Banerjee offering condolences for the dead and recalling briefly the horror of it all. But the shock and horror over the incident is fast turning to anger at the lapses that made the tragedy possible. The Additional Director General of the Fire Services Department today told NDTV AMRI did not really have a no objection certificate from the fire department. An inspection in August had revealed the basement meant for a car park had been converted into a pharmacy, a records room and a dump for inflammable waste. Fire authorities could have ordered a closure of the hospital for these violations. Instead, it gave AMRI some conditions and 90 days to fix the problem. It warned AMRI it would inspect the basement after 90 days. The 90-day deadline expired on December 5. The fire department inspection was not done. AMRI went up in smoke 4 days later.
Do you regret the obvious carelessness with which the fire department handled the situation?
Now listen, this is a question, a very controversial question, so it's difficult to give an. So I think it's better to have no comment on this.
After the AMRI tragedy, the government has set up a fire audit regulatory committee which today began inspecting hospitals across Kolkata. Its first stop, the 230-bed posh nursing home, Woodlands, which was an eye-opener. Woodlands does not have a fire alarm system in operation. It is installed but not activated. It doesn't have a sprinkler system. It has a system of hoses, but water pressure is too low. It doesn't have an NOC, only a provisional one issued in 2010 and renewed this year.
I have a provisional NOC, and as per the recommendations which fire department had given us, we've started work on implementing a fire detection and protection system. And by the time the next renewal date comes up of the NOC, we would have completed the work.
Meanwhile, Kolkata is in mourning for its dead. In Kolkata with G.D. Shankar, Monideepa Banerjee, NDTV.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.